For this tutorial I'm going to use this acrylic yarn, which is a bit thick, in order for you to be able to follow me. But of course you can use any type of yarn you prefer, and the hook size which is appropriate for it. One suggestion is for you to go up in hook size. This will help you to be able to insert your hook into the stitches. For example, here I'm going to use a size 6 hook for my chains, and then I'll switch to 5.5 millimeters hook. So we are going to start by crocheting 3 chains. I will do it this way, but of course you can do it any way it's suitable for you. So now I have crocheted 3 chains, and I'm going to switch to a 5.5 millimeters hook. And now what we are going to do is to crochet our stitches, but instead of crocheting our stitches like we would normally do here, we will crochet into the back bump of our chains. Please let me show you. There is a horizontal bar created by the chains here, and I'm going to insert my hook into this bump. There is a video tutorial on how to do it if you want to watch how we crochet into the back bump. It's a bit difficult in the beginning, but that's the only difficulty. So now I have inserted my hook into the first horizontal bump, and now I'm going to yarn over and pull through, but I'm not going to finish my stitch. And again I'm going to insert my hook into the next bump, horizontal bump here. This is the only difficulty, and yarn over, pull through. For this pattern we are going to count the loop which is on our hook as a stitch. So now we have 3 loops on the hook, and now we start crocheting like we crochet in the Tunisian method. What we do is yarn over and pull through the first loop which is on our hook. And here now I'll show you a trick that will help you for your left edge. What you should do is to place a marker here on your working yarn and the loop which is on your hook, and I will explain to you in the next row why you should do it this way. So now I have crocheted this first loop on the hook, and now yarn over and pull through both the next 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through the next 2 loops, and in this way I have finished my first row. What we should do now is to start increasing in order to obtain the size and the shape of the heart. And to do so, what we do is yarn over, and we are not going to crochet into this vertical bar on the first loop, because actually we have this loop which counts as a stitch. So now I'm going to insert my hook here. In the Tunisian method we crochet beneath these vertical bars, so I'm going to insert my hook here, yarn over and pull through. And now I'm at the end of my row, and I told you to insert this stitch marker here because at the end of the row we crochet beneath both loops of our last stitch. So, and also we need to increase once more, so yarn over, and now you insert the hook here under both your loops of the last stitch, take out your stitch marker and yarn over and pull through. And in this way now I have 5 loops on my hook. I have increased my loops by 2, so I added 2 more loops. If you feel that it's helpful for you to use the stitch marker in order to know where to place your last stitch, you can continue doing so, or if you feel that you can do it without it, please free to do so. So I'm going to place my stitch marker again here, and now I'm going to yarn over, pull through the first loop, and then yarn over, pull through the next 2, yarn over, pull through the other 2, yarn over, pull through the other 2, and yarn over and pull through the other 2 and finish my row. And in this way I have finished my second row, and we are going to continue like this until we reach the size of the heart we prefer. Of course, if you use a normal hook like I do, you cannot crochet too many rows. So if you would like to crochet a really big heart, then you will have to use a Tunisian hook. So let me go on. Yarn over, because I need an increase. Here again I'm going to increase by adding 2 yarn overs, one at the beginning and one at the end. So yarn over, and now I'm going to insert my hook here under this stitch, yarn over and pull through. For the next stitches I'm not going to yarn over, so I'm just going to insert my hook, yarn over and pull through, insert my hook, yarn over and pull through, and now I'm at the end of the row here, and as we said, I'm going to yarn over and insert my hook under both loops of this stitch. This will help me create a nicer edge in this row. So let me find it. I'm going to yarn over and insert my hook here. I'm going to take out my stitch marker, and then I'm going to yarn over and pull through. Now I have increased by adding 2 yarn over, so I have 2, 4, 6, 7 loops on my hook. I'm going to place my marker here on my working yarn and my first loop, so I know where to insert my hook at the end of my next row. And now I'm going to yarn over and pull through the first loop, yarn over and pull through the next 2, 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 and yarn over and pull through the next 2. And in this way I have finished one more row. And again we need to increase our stitches by adding 2 more, and we do this by inserting a yarn over at the beginning and a yarn over at the end of the row. So yarn over, we don't crochet on this very first loop because we have this loop here, so I'm going to insert my hook into this first vertical bar here, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through, insert the hook, yarn over and pull through, insert the hook, yarn over and pull through, insert the hook, yarn over and pull through. And here I'm at the end of the row where I should crochet under both these loops, but before I do that I need to yarn over again. So then I'm going to insert my hook here. I'm going to take my marker out and yarn over, pull through, and again I'm going to insert my stitch marker so I know where to crochet in the next row, like this. And now I'm going to yarn over and pull through the first loop. In this way we create a chain here, and for the next loops we yarn over and crochet 2 by 2, yarn over and crochet the next 2 loops, yarn over and crochet the next 2 loops, and we do it until we reach the end of our row and finish all the loops. And in this way I have finished one more row. Again I need to yarn over because I still need increases. I'm going to insert my hook here, yarn over and pull through. For the rest of the vertical bars I'm not going to yarn over until I reach the end. So insert the hook, yarn over and pull through, insert the hook, yarn over and pull through, insert the hook, yarn over and pull through. And I'm at the end, so I need to yarn over and insert my hook where my stitch marker is, under both these loops. And I'm going to take out my marker. It's very useful to use this stitch marker at the beginning until you know where to insert your hook on this last loop or stitch. So again I'm going to place my marker, and always please check the number of your stitches because you should always have 2 more. So now I have 11 loops on my hook, and what I do is yarn over and pull through the first one, and then crochet in the same way, I mean 2 by 2, until I reach the end of my row. And in this way I increase the size of the heart. Of course, because I use a regular hook, I cannot add too many increases. If you would like to crochet a very big heart, you can crochet, for example, a cushion in this way. You will need to buy a Tunisian crochet hook, but I think that for now it's a very good way to start practicing and to just try the Tunisian crochet stitch by crocheting this heart. Once again, I'm going to yarn over and insert my hook here into this vertical bar, yarn over and pull through, and then I'm going to insert my hook and yarn over and pull through the rest of the bars until I reach the last one. So I'm at the end of the row, yarn over and insert the hook here under these V's. Let me take out the stitch marker and yarn over and pull through the first stitch, and now I'm going to use the stitch marker again. I think it's very helpful because it's a bit tricky to find where you should insert your hook into this last loop. So again, first of all, check the number of your stitches. So I have 13 loops on my hook. Yarn over, pull through the first one and crochet the rest. Again, because I still need to increase the size of the heart, yarn over, insert the hook here and pull through, crochet the loops the way we have done until now, until you reach the end of the row. As you see, the Tunisian crochet tends to curl. That's why I use the bigger hook for my heart pattern. So again, I'm at the end, yarn over and insert your hook here. Let me take out the stitch marker. And I'm going to crochet these loops the way I've showed you until now. I'm going to crochet 2 more rows with adding increases, and then I will meet you to show you how to shape the heart. So please continue crocheting and I will meet you to tell you what to do. So now I have crocheted 2 more rows and I have 19 loops on my hook. I'm going to finish this row with the 19 loops and then add 2 more rows with no increases and get 2 more rows with 19 loops. That is, I'm going to have 3 rows with 19 loops. So I'm going to yarn over and pull through. This is a bit difficult if you use a regular hook because you have too many loops on the hook. But again, it's doable. I mean, if you don't want to spend any money until you try this Tunisian crochet, which I think it's very interesting. So I have finished my row with the 19 stitches, and as I said, we are not going to increase anymore, so I'm not going to yarn over. I'm just going to insert my hook under these vertical bars and pull through, and so create the loops on my hook. At the end of the row I should have 19 loops on the hook. So please crochet. As I said, I have already crocheted 1 row with 19 loops. I'm going to crochet 2 more and then I will meet you to tell you how to proceed. So now I have finished my 3 rows of 19 stitches, and what I need to do is to create this gap in order to get the shape of the heart. And to do so, what I'm going to do is to divide my project, let's say, into 2 sides. So first I will crochet half of my row and then I will start decreasing, and then I will crochet the other half. So let me show you. Of course, we are not going to add any increases now. I'm going to insert my hook here and under the vertical bars, and I'm going to crochet until I have 9 loops on my hook. Now I have 9 loops on my hook. So now we need to start decreasing. If you remember, in the previous rows, until we reached 19 loops, we just yarned over and crochet only the first loop. Now we are going to yarn over and crochet through both loops, every 2 loops. So now we have decreased by 1, and I am going to continue in the same way. I'm going to insert my hook under the vertical bar, but now here, as we do at the end of each row, I'm going to insert my hook here under both these loops, so I'll get a nicer edge. So now I have 8 loops on the hook, and I'm going to decrease again, so yarn over and pull through both loops and decrease in the same way. And finish one more row. Again, continue in the same way, please. Here again, for the last stitch, you are going to insert your hook under both these loops, and you get 7 loops on your hook. So yarn over, this we are still decreasing, so yarn over and pull through both loops and continue in the same way. Again in the next row, and here we said that we are going to crochet under both these loops. So now we have 6 loops on the hook. We decrease, and as you can see, we create the shape of a heart. Now again, insert the hook, here we crochet under both. So now we have 5 loops on the hook. We decrease once more, so now I have finished one side of the heart. In order to create the other side, there are 2 ways to do it. One way is to pull out the yarn and cut it off, weave it in, and then attach your yarn here. Because you are going to skip this stitch in the middle, as we said, we crocheted 9 stitches here, so we are going to crochet 9 stitches here as well. Or another way to do it, and this is what I'm going to show you now. Here I'm going to unravel this stitch I made to show you how to finish here. So I'm going to show you another way to do it, the one I prefer. What I do is, we are here at the beginning of our row. I'm going to insert my hook here and here on the first loop of this stitch like this, and then crochet a slip stitch. So again, I'm going to insert my hook here into the vertical bar and on the loop of the stitch, and I'm going to crochet until I reach the middle. So if you look carefully, what I do is I insert my hook here, which is the vertical bar, and here, which is the front loop of the stitch. So I'm going to insert my hook here and here and create a slip stitch. And now I have reached the middle of my heart. As you can see, this is the middle of my heart, and I'm going to insert the hook here into the previous row here, because I want to have a bigger gap for my heart. And then I'm going to crochet these two loops together, and now I'm ready to start this side of my heart. So I'm going to insert my hook here and here, so in the end I need to have 9 loops on this side. So I have 9 loops on the hook. Let me put my marker. And I will crochet the way I would normally do. So yarn over and pull through the first one here, and then 2 by 2. Until I reach this side of my project, because here I need to decrease in order to create this gap. So here I have 3 loops on the hook, and I'm going to yarn over and pull through all 3 of them, and in this way I have decreased the number of my stitches. And for the next row I will do the same thing. I will have to decrease from this side as well. So for now I'm going to insert my hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, here is my last one. So now I have, as you can see, I have 8 loops on the hook. Please let me place my stitch marker again. Here, and from this side I'm going to crochet like I would normally do. but from this side, when I have 3 loops on my hook, I'm going to crochet them all together in order to obtain this gap for the heart. And I will continue in the same way. I will always decrease on every row, so I'll crochet under these vertical bars. This time I have 7 loops on the hook because I decreased 1. Let me place my marker. And as I said, from this side we crochet in the normal way. Until we have 3 loops on the hook, which we crochet all together. And we continue in the same way. So now I have 6 loops on the hook. And yarn over, pull through the first one, yarn over, pull through the next 2, the other 2, until I have again 3 loops on the hook, which I crochet all together. And this gives me the shape of the heart. So now this is my last row, so I don't need to place the stitch marker again. So in this way I have finished, let's say, the basic pattern of my heart. Now how I will proceed will depend on what I would like to do with it. For example, you can crochet a border around it, or you can crochet 2 hearts of the same size. This is not the same size, but just to give you an idea, you can crochet 2 and join them together, or you can just finish this heart with a nice border and leave it as it is. I will crochet slip stitches around it, so just to give it a nicer look. So please proceed the way you prefer. When I finish my slip stitches, let me show you how it looks with slip stitches around it. So please continue. If you prefer to crochet a heart with slip stitches, please continue like this, and I will show you a very simple edge to use if you don't want to crochet another heart. So please let me finish my slip stitches and I will meet you then. So I have finished my slip stitches. I would like to keep this heart simple. I don't want to do anything fancy, because if you prefer you can add a border or use another color. And what I can do, I'm going to crochet slip stitches, but now I'm going to crochet slip stitches into the back loop only of my previous row or round. I don't know if it's a round or a row. So in this way I will complete the pattern of my heart. This is a highly versatile project. You can use it in many other patterns. If you would like to crochet a very big heart, as I said, you can buy the Tunisian crochet hook. But for starters, I think this is a nice project to try your skills at Tunisian crochet. I don't think it's difficult. I like it. So please let me finish my slip stitches and I will meet you at the end. So I have finished crocheting around the heart into the back loop only. If you would like, there is a tutorial on how to crochet into the back loop. And now what I need to do is just finish my work by cutting my yarn off and weaving in the tails. I think this is a very nice project. You can use it in many things. For example, if you crochet this heart with, let me use a hook because my needle was not very good. So what I'm doing is just weaving in the tail of my yarn, and as I was saying, you can use it in many projects. You can create, if you use a thinner yarn, you can create things like key rings, maybe. I'm trying to insert my yarn into different directions. In this way I hide it and it's also more secure. And this is my heart. As I was saying, what else you can do is to crochet two hearts. These two are not crocheted with the same yarn, so they don't fit, but anyway, just to show you, and create something like this, one heart on top of the other, or just join them together and fill them in and create something like a small cushion or anything you really like. And this is the way we can crochet hearts using the Tunisian method. I hope you liked my tutorial, and if you did, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'm going to upload a lot of videos on different crochet patterns. I hope you didn't find this project too difficult. Please let me know if you did. And I hope to see you soon in one of my next videos. Until then, think positive. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.